to the Crazy Indian Wedding series. This is basically a spin-off from my blog crazyindianwedding.in, which was basically all about my wedding and all the wedding fever that I had. November is like such a huge wedding month in India because that's when the wedding starts. From November till end of February, it's just wedding season all around. And since Indian families are huge, there is always a wedding in the family. Always. Anyways, the reason I want to start this series and the reason I specifically want to do this series in November is because I was a November bride. My anniversary is on the November 24th, and November has been like so super special for me. And even on my blog, I used to do this blog post for the November brides because I just like November is my like special wedding month. So anyways, this is a new series that I'm starting on RGV Love, which is a Crazy Indian Wedding series, which will be every Monday for the month of November. So it's not like a huge series, but it's basically like 4 videos because there are 4 Mondays in November this time. So yeah. Anyways, the point is on these 4 Mondays of November, I will be I will be posting something about Indian weddings. It could be helpful for the bride to be, it could be reading up my old blog post about my own wedding, or it could just be something that I wore to a different wedding. Maybe you're just looking for inspiration pictures or what you can wear to a wedding if you're just like a normal simple guest to a wedding. So yeah, that is what this series is all about, and today is the first episode. The topic that I want to start with is tips and tricks for the plus size bride. Now I already have a blog post on this on my blog. I'm going to link that below in the description box if you like to read more than watching a video. But I really wanted to sit down and address it in a video because I just think there are things that need to be said about the plus size brides because there are not a lot of videos or not a lot of people discussing about a bride being plus size. I, however, wasn't really plus size during my own wedding. I was a size 14, which is medium, but my majority of my adult life, I have been towards the plus size. I've been either size 16 or size 18. I have also gone up to size 22, which is definitely plus size. Even now, I do, like, I can still shop from plus size brands, which have now got, oh my god, shopping. Will you stop thinking about shopping? Okay. So I just wanted to sit down and give you a little bit of tips and tricks for the plus size bride, which, well, the reason that I can kind of give you that advice is because I have been plus size during my brother's wedding, and well, you know, when it's your brother's wedding, you can pretty much dress up like the bride. So okay, the number one tip that I want to give is finding the perfect fit. I cannot stress this enough, how a perfect fit, like a perfect fit is good for every single girl, but if you're plus size, then a perfect fit is way more important for you. It doesn't matter what style you are. If you are comfortable with showing off your tummy with a short choli, go for it. Like I am comfortable with wearing a short choli. I wear a short choli. It doesn't matter if my tummy is showing, as long as the fitting is perfect. Now I had a wedding, I had like, it wasn't really a wedding lehenga, but I bought a lehenga for my brother's engagement, and when I tried it on, it looked perfect and I thought that's such a nice fit. But what I didn't realize was that the fitting would vary depending on who makes you wear the lehenga. So the lehenga wasn't really fitted to my waist, it had like a nara in it, right? So when I tried it loose enough so that there's no muffin top happening. But when I got ready, when the makeup artist tied it, they always tie it a little more tighter so that there are no, the lehenga doesn't come off in between the function basically. So they tie it a little more tighter, plus they need to kind of attach the chunni to it, so the lehenga should be like tight enough to hold on to the chunni and yada 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 basically. So what happened then was, because it wasn't like perfect to my waist, the nara had to be tightened really tight, and it ended up creating like a muffin top, which was like, it's like complete no, okay. That's like, why, really, why? So it's highly, highly, highly important that you find something that fits you perfectly. Don't go with those Nara, like have Naras in your lehenga, because just in case you lose or gain weight, Naras are a good thing. But try to ensure that the waist of the lehenga is still pretty much, like, even if you don't tie the lehenga would still stay where it's supposed to stay, you know. Just make sure your fitting is like that. Apart from that, obviously your choli fitting is way more important. I would not advise padded blouses for a plus size bride, simply because the pads are never good enough. Like, just get a good lingerie. Okay, I don't know how to. I know how to pronounce it. I just cannot think of how to pronounce it. The point is, just get a good bra. Yeah, don't get padding in your blouses, because for bigger girls, I just feel that it doesn't work at all. Second thing that I would like to address is, if you are a little bit uncomfortable with your tummy showing, then I would advise you to get a heavier chunni made with a big motif on the side, so that when the chunni is draped, like when it's draped lehenga style, the big motif kind of comes on your tummy, and it just looks like you've just normally draped your chunni, when in reality you are actually hiding your muffin top. So yeah. The third tip that I would like to give is to experiment with the drapes. Now, not all kind of draping works with everybody. I realized that the sari style lehenga does not work on my body shape. Although I look really good in saris, and surprisingly I look thinner in saris, but when I wear a lehenga and if I get it draped like a sari, then my hips look way bigger than they are. So, which technically is not a bad thing, because nowadays big hips are in style, but not a look I'm going for. So for me, what I have learned is that the normal, simple Gujarati style lehenga drape, that works perfectly for me. Of course, I would love to experiment with drapes a lot more, but I feel that kind of works for my body shape, and I don't want to kind of experiment too much. But that is what I'm saying. Just kind of experiment with styles, like at home. Find a style that looks brilliant on you and stick to it. Like my wedding function, for my tilak, for my husband's tilak basically, but my tilak function basically, whatever. Point is, one of my wedding functions, my lehenga is draped sari style, and although everybody tells me that it was looking really good on you, I absolutely hate every single picture, because I feel that I look really fat in it. And although looking fat is not a bad thing, but why is my head so itchy today? And what I was saying, yeah. I was saying that looking fat is not a bad thing, but just was not the look that I was going for. Like, in my head, I had envisioned something else, and I came out looking something else. So basically, stick with the drape that you know. Even if the makeup artist convinces you and begs you to please change your style, don't change your style. Number 4 is my most important tip of all time. Wear the color that suits you. It doesn't matter if you've worn pink like 1,000,000 times, but if it suits you, wear it. Because on your wedding day, on your wedding functions, you want to look your best. And the only one way that you will look your best is when you smile and when you look radiant. When your confidence within yourself. Now, I know for a fact that, although pink also looks really nice on me, but I know for a fact that whenever I wear yellow, I get a lot of compliments. Although I didn't really end up wearing yellow. I did wear yellow on my mehendi. But the point is, I stuck to the colors that I knew looked good on me. I stuck to the colors that I knew would kind of like put a glow on my face. So there are, like, I'm sure you already know, like if you're old enough to get married, I'm sure you're old enough to know that there are some colors that look really good on you. There are some colors that you wear and everybody compliments you and everybody tells you your skin is glowing. Because some colors just complement your skin so well. And those are the colors and the color family that I would advise you to stick to. Like, say tomato red is in fashion. So you're like, I get the tomato red lehenga, but tomato red lehenga does not suit you. Why the hell are you going to wear that? Right? Don't go with fads These are fads. The tomato red lehenga is in fashion this season. That's a fad. That is not style. That is not fashion. That is something that is here right now. It will go away next year. Don't do that for your wedding. Don't, like, not just colors. Okay, let me just talk about embroideries and lehenga styles and everything. Say mermaid lehengas were a style. I don't know why people wear Why do people wear mermaid lehengas? I'm sorry if you wore a mermaid lehenga or if you like a mermaid lehenga. I absolutely hate it. But that's what I'm saying. There was like I don't remember which year it was, but there was a year when everyone wore a mermaid lehenga, irrespective of the fact whether it suited them or it didn't. Okay, on some body shape it looks really, really nice. But on some body shape it looks like a disaster. And the girl knows that it's looking like a disaster, but that's what's in fashion, right? As somebody from the fashion industry who has been in this industry, I would advise you highly to stick to your style. Stick to things that you know look good on you. On your wedding, you don't want to experiment. Please don't experiment on your wedding. Please. I mean, it's the day that is going to be like the most important day of your entire life, the most happiest day of your entire life. Unless, of course, until your child is born, then that day becomes your most happiest day of your life. My point is, those memories will remain with you forever. You don't want to make a mistake which could have easily been corrected. So please don't make a mistake of following fashion or following fads. Stick to things that you know look good on you. Stick to styles that you know look perfect on your body. Like, I would never ever wear mermaid shape. I don't know why I agreed to go ahead with the sari style drape of the lehenga. I know why I went ahead, because we were running really late and I did not have the time and energy to fight with my makeup artist and make her understand I just want a lehenga style. But the point was of this little rant, it got included in this video, that wear what you know looks good on you. Trust me, even if you fight everybody else, as long as you are comfortable with what you are wearing, trust me, you will look brilliant. Number 5, the most important tip for the plus size girl that I would like to give that nobody tells you is to show some skin. Yes, I said that. I said it. I know a lot of designers, whenever they're given a plus size girl, all they do is cover her up everywhere from fabric. Everywhere. They give her, like, yes, Sabyasachi, I'm talking about you. All your band, Baja brides, whichever one is plus size, you always cover her up. Like, even the chunni that you give her is an opaque chunni. Oh dear God. I'm just going to take a moment here because, oh dear God. Whew. Okay. This is an absolute myth and bullshit that longer sleeves make your arms look slimmer. They don't. I tried it. I feel that this length works for my arms. My arms are big, heavy, bulky, and they look, how they're looking right now. That's exactly how they look even if I wear longer sleeves, except then they draw attention because I'm wearing longer sleeves. High necks. Now, of course, high neck will kind of, I don't even know why people wear high collared stuff. Why would you wear high collared stuff? High collared stuff makes you look fat. More fat than you already are. And there's no problem in looking fat. There's no issue in looking fat. But if it's not a look that you're going for, then I would not recommend you wearing high collar stuff and things that show no skin at all. I would not recommend a opaque chunni for you. Not at all. Go heavy on the embroidery. Make it look like you're not hiding your fat. It's just that you're not hiding your fat. You're not hiding your fat, but it's just that the embroidery is coming over the right places, basically. Go with a net chunni. Just obviously don't go with a 2-share net chunni, because that's like, nobody should go with a 2-share net chunni. That's like just shame. But not body shame. I mean, if that's the look you want to go for, that's something I recommend. But my point is, don't hide behind clothes. Don't hide behind fabric, because that, if you're how do I explain this? Like, I have met so many girls who are fat and who hide behind layers and layers and layers of fabric, and I don't understand why. Why are you so ashamed of your body? Why do you want to hide it? What's wrong with? I think showing some skin actually makes you look slimmer because it cuts you off. Like it cuts off the eye. Honestly, I'm not going to tell you any reason. I'm just going to tell you, show some skin. Get that confidence. Show some skin. Don't cover up things just because you think that you look fat. You don't look fat. Have that confidence. If you want to wear short sleeves, wear short sleeves. If you want to wear sleeveless, wear sleeves. If you want to wear off shoulder, wear off shoulder. Wear what you're comfortable in. Do not think if I look fat in it. Do not think that, what will people say, because I'm not a stick thin girl. Maybe they'll be like, तो मोटी है, इसने कैसे पहन लिया. Don't think about that. Number 6. Since I'm your friend, I'm going to be harsh with you. If you have an issue that you're a plus size bride, and if you have an issue with your weight, then lose some weight. Don't sit on your ass and whine about it. If you want to lose your weight, go ahead, lose your weight. There are a million ways to lose weight. You can do yoga, you can do gymming, you can do dieting. By dieting, I don't even mean like a crash dieting. There are healthier ways to diet. Just start eating healthy. Just start eating clean. Stop eating anything after 7:30 at night. Have good 3 meals in a day, and 2 snacks in a day. Eat every 2 hours. Just start eating healthier. If you're really, really, really worried about your weight, then do something about it. Don't sit on your ass. Go and do squats or something. Listen, I'm your friend and I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, oh, it's okay, it doesn't matter. If you don't need to lose weight. If you think you need to lose weight, then lose weight. If you're happy with who you are and if you think that I'm a plus size bride, I'm going to rock it, then rock it. But if you are afraid, if you think that you need to lose weight, then lose weight. Do something about it. Don't complain to me about it. I'm not here to listen to your complaints, okay? This is now getting a little too harsh, and I can see my baby. मम्मा काम कर रही है. तुम क्या कर रही हो यहाँ पे?
भागा.
तुम वहीं रहो, रुक जाओ 15 मिनट. 10. Okay, I have 10 minutes and I have my last point. My number 7 point. 7 points. First of all, love yourself. You need to learn to love yourself, and this is not about your wedding. This is not about being a plus size bride. This is just the fact that if you are watching this video, if you're trying to find tips and tricks for being a plus size girl or plus size bride, I don't know why I left it to number 7, because this is my number 1 tip. Learn to love yourself, and it has nothing to do with the wedding. It is just a general fact in life. Why are you watching this video in the first place? Why do you need tips and tricks? Dig deep, girl. You should love yourself. You don't need this video. You don't need me or anybody else to tell you how to look good, because you already look good. You know that. Dude. If you're marrying the guy, I assume you guys are in love, or well, almost in love if it's an arranged marriage. Point is, there's no point. I mean, why would you need a boy to lose weight? I was about to tell you, you already have a guy and he loves you, and why should you want to change yourself? But I stand corrected. Why do you need a guy for that? I want to sit here and tell you that you love yourself. Do you not love yourself? Go in front of a mirror right now and say, I love myself. Go ahead, do that every single day. Don't expect me to tell you how to look good, because you already look good. You are perfect and you are beautiful. That's what I'm going to tell you, and that's what you're going to tell yourself. And it doesn't matter that if somebody else tells you you're beautiful. It doesn't matter if the guy you're marrying tells you beautiful. It matters because you are telling yourself that you look beautiful. Because you are. I mean, duh. Anyways, that's it. I don't really know how helpful this has been. I hope this has been helpful. If it has helped you, then give this video a big thumbs up. Also, if you are getting married this year, then comment down below hashtag getting married because I want to know and I want to congratulate you and I want to get excited for you. Anyways, if you also like this series, then make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. I will see you guys again, well, on Wednesday for my weekly vlogs, on Friday for my normal videos, and for episode 2 of this series, I will see you guys next Monday. Bye!